Candidates, please be seated. Mr. President, the candidates are assembled.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to extend a most cordial welcome to all who have joined us for the 220th commencement ceremonies of the University of Akron. Welcome graduates, welcome to the parents, spouses, relatives, and friends who have helped make this day possible and who share your pride in this celebration. As we start our ceremony today, will everyone please rise and join Catherine Swift in the singing of our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. This evening, we are gathered in formal convocation with graduates in the areas of education, business, community service, and technology. The spring class of 2017 consists of 2,994 candidates from 29 states and 39 countries. This illustrious group includes 66 candidates for Juris Doctors, or for doctorate degrees, 91 graduates for Juris Doctor, 649 for master's degrees, and 1,886 for bachelor's degrees, and 302 for associate's degrees. But before we move on, I want to begin with a few very important introductions. First and foremost, we are joined by representatives of our distinguished faculty. Will our faculty are here this evening please rise? Please join me with a round of applause. Please be seated. We're also honored to have with us members of the Board of Trustees of the University of Akron that are seated to my left. I ask that they stand as I call their names and that they remain standing and that we hold our applause until all have been introduced. Our chairman of the board, Mr. Roland H. Bauer of Silver Lake, our vice chair, Mrs. Olivia P. Dimas of Richfield, Mr. Warren L. Wolford of Akron, and Dr. Alfred V. Seraldo of Akron. We also have our student trustees to my right, Darnell D. Davis Jr. of Akron, and Zachary D. Michael of Canton. And we have our Secretary of the Board of Trustees and University Vice President and General Counsel, Ms. Celeste Cook of Medina. Now please join me in greeting our trustees and board officers. Thank you. Please be seated. We are also pleased to have with us, representing the University of Akron administration, our Senior Vice President and Provost, Dr. Rex D. Ramsier, College Program Specialist in the LeBron James Family Foundation, College of Education, Ms. Kelly Chaff. Dean of the Williams Honors College, Dr. Lakeisha Ransom. The Vice President of Finance and Administration and Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Nathan J. Mortimer. The Executive Dean of our graduate school, Dr. Chand Midda. Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. John A. Messina. Chief of Staff, Ms. Barbara Weinzierl. Dean of Wayne College, Dr. Jared Tudor. Dean of University Libraries, Dr. Amy DeChambeau. Dean of the College of Business Administration, Dr. Ravi Crovey. And Dean of the LeBron James Family Foundation College of Education, Dr. Susan Clark. Will you please join me in greeting these colleagues as well? Thank you. We are also pleased to have with us on the platform other important members of the university family. We have the director of the Medina County University Center and University Orator, Mrs. Denise Testa, Associate Professor of Communication and University Orator, Dr. Heather Walter, Director of Alumni Relations, Mr. William Coleman, and our vocalist, Mrs. Catherine Swift, a student in our School of Music. Will you please join me in greeting these individuals as well? Thank you. I would now like to ask Mr. Roland Bauer, Chair of the University of Akron Board of Trustees, to extend greetings on behalf of the board. Mr. Bauer.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the University of Akron, I offer a warm welcome to our guests and especially to our Spring 2017 graduating class. Graduates, you are the primary reason this university exists, and we thank you for entrusting us with your higher education. You had many options from which to choose, and we sincerely hope your Akron experience has proven that you chose wisely. In addition to conveying our gratitude, we want you to know that we appreciate and applaud your accomplishments here. Through great effort and perseverance, you have seized opportunities to broaden and sharpen your thinking, expand your worldview, attain professional and personal growth, and become educated citizens. Now you will have more and greater opportunities to thrive, to contribute, and to serve. My fellow trustees and I wish that the journey awaiting you will be filled with good health, good fortune, and continued success, and will, from time to time, lead you back here to your alma mater. We are honored to join with your families, friends, and faculty in celebrating this important milestone. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Bauer. As president of the University of Akron, it's truly my privilege and honor to be able to address you. Trustees, distinguished faculty, administrators, guests, proud parents, family and friends, and of course, my dear graduates, the class of 2017, welcome. Even more significantly, congratulations to not only the class of 2017, but our graduates that are sitting here before me today. Graduates, make no mistake about it. What you have achieved is truly remarkable. Think about it. You made it through all of your classes, or at least the ones you chose to attend. You made it through hundreds of assignments and tests, tough grading, and so many other things. So now, tonight, we're here to celebrate you and your graduation from the University of Akron. In fact, as we celebrate, it's my honor to share a few thoughts and insights with you. About 2 weeks ago, I set off on a journey to visit 6 different universities in Asia, including 3 in China, 2 in Japan, and 1 in South Korea. During my trip, I drove by ageless city walls, towering pagodas, and ancient temples. I observed and interacted with people from 3 distinctly different cultures in Asia. I even had the opportunity, believe it or not, of kicking off the 13th annual Ballroom Dancing Championships in China. Not with my dancing, but with a few remarks in English and 2 sentences that I learned in Chinese about 15 minutes before the speech. Hopefully they taught me the right thing to say. In any event, as I traveled around Asia, I was struck by the high regard that others have for the University of Akron and the value of the degrees that we issue. Looking from the outside in, the world sees how UA embraces excellence in academics, research, experiential learning, arts, music, sports, and so many, many other things. The world realizes that UA empowers lives, including yours. Personally, I'm grateful for UA and its positive impact that it has on the city, on Northeast Ohio, on the state, the region, and the world. Hopefully, you too have much gratitude for this great university. In fact, I believe you can show gratitude simply by expressing Akron pride during conversations, both online and offline, and by supporting us going forward. I would encourage you never to take your degree for granted. Always stand proud of your achievements. So today, you have arrived at your graduation ceremony, or as we like to call it, commencement. I don't think until I joined the ranks of academia that I really thought about the distinction between graduation and commencement. But as I've reflected upon this, I realized that informally we use the terms graduation and commencement interchangeably. As a point of fact, they don't mean the same thing. You could even say that they point in opposite directions. To graduate means to advance to a new level, to leave a current status or condition, or to rise to a new one. And to commence, well, you know the meaning of that word, or at least you should if you're wearing a cap and gown today. It means to start. In a more symbolic sense, graduation looks back at who you have been and how far you have come. It is a way of raising your hand and saying, in the words of Sound of Music, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, I hate to go. You don't want to hear me sing. But you don't want to go and you don't want to leave this pretty sight. Or more simply, if I'm not singing, it's been great, thanks for the memories, the University of Akron. Your impending graduation, though, should enable you to reflect on the successes, accomplishments, and growth that you have experienced while studying here at UA. But commencement actually has a different connotation. Commencement spins you around 180 degrees in the opposite direction. It prompts you to put a foot forward saying, here I come. World, be ready. Commencement actually should be a time to focus on where you're headed in the future, what you will accomplish next, and how you will best continue to learn and grow. That is why we refer to this ceremony as commencement, not a graduation. In fact, we feel it is our duty as your alma mater to, in this midst of this celebration tonight, gently tap you on the shoulder, point in the horizon, and say, go, full speed ahead. So, speaking on behalf of your alma mater as its 17th president, I want to pause here for a brief moment just to consider another interesting term, alma mater. Have you ever thought what alma mater means? In Latin, for those of you that have ever studied it, alma mater means nourishing or bountiful mother. That is what we, the faculty, the administrators, the staff at the University of Akron, tried to do for you here at the University of Akron. We wanted to create a nourishing, bountiful, and rich environment and experience. In fact, as your alma mater, we hope that we can continue to do the same, serving as your nourishing mother and father. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Parenthood with Steve Martin, but there's a poignant, bittersweet moment when the patriarch character played by Jason Robard discusses the responsibility of parenthood with his son, Steve Martin. Robard says of parenting, it never ends. There is no end zone. You never cross the goal line, spike the ball, and do your touchdown dance. Never. The parents seated in the balconies here probably know exactly what I mean. I too am a father of 4, I can relate. And I know that the parents sitting here among you who are dressed in cap and gown who are watching online that are graduating know this as well. Parenthood is a lifelong responsibility. It's a privilege and a joy. As your university, we feel the same attachment with you. So today we say to you, commence. Before you leave, though, just like any good parent, we want to check and make sure that you have everything that you need before you go out the door. As you stand at this threshold today, I know you are eager or anxious for your next adventure. But I've been a dad too long to let you go with first offering some advice on behalf of your university family. I don't know if you're familiar with Stephen R. Covey, but Stephen R. Covey was one of the world's foremost leadership authorities, organizational experts, and thought leaders. His most popular book was called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. There, Mr. Covey advocated that when we try to do what we want to do in life, we should begin with the end in mind. Set a goal and then work towards it. Keeping in mind, though, that the pathway may not be always straight. Your own presence at the ceremony should be proof to you of the validity of Mr. Covey's advice. This moment, seated here in cap and gown, wishing probably that I would stop talking so you could come up and get your degree. This is what you had in mind when you enrolled with us as freshmen. Or maybe some of you came to us as juniors, maybe sophomores, maybe just graduate students. You set a goal, and now you are on the verge of reaching that goal. How you got to this commencement ceremony is as varied as the faces in the crowd around you. Maybe you changed your majors once, twice, or 3 times. I know my daughter's on her 4th. Maybe you stuck to a program and sliced right through your studies. Maybe you graduated in 2 years, 4 or even 6, maybe even 8. Maybe life intervened and you deferred college or even graduation for decades. Maybe you returned for an advanced degree, or you've put in the years or the effort so that we can actually call you doctor. Regardless of whether your path to this moment was straight or meandered in a wobbly line, you knew where you wanted it to lead. Then you did the work, took the steps, and you arrived here today. You persevered and you never gave up. So going forward, remember your own example. Remember this advice from Dr. Covey and replicate the process. There's enormous power in knowing exactly what your goal is. Success, which hopefully you're all pursuing in one form or fashion, also demands effort, grit, commitment, and sacrifice. But it really starts with knowing what you want and where you want to go. So pursue your goals now. If you're still not sure about your goal, and I'm guessing that there are some of you that are out there, redouble your efforts to develop one. It's difficult, but you can do it. My second piece of advice for all of you is to run hard towards your goal. Run fast and excel while paying attention to what really matters in life. Because true happiness is not measured in zeros on a paycheck or in a bank account. Rather, true success is measured in relationships. Not online relationships where you get as many like clicks or as many comments as somebody else. But look at true relationships. Value the existing ones and develop new relationships. And more than anything, always be grateful. Fact, make it a point to express gratitude to those of you who have supported you as you have obtained your degree. Enjoy the journey. If wealth is your only or even your primary goal, you run the risk of a life that lacks genuine happiness, genuine fulfillment. During my lifetime, it seems that the average home has increased in size, while average family size has actually decreased. We have many more time-saving devices, but families seem to spend less time together. Or, when they do, their attention is buried in their electronic devices. Affluence is up in our society, but happiness seems to be down. Why doesn't more money buy greater happiness? Well, going back to Professor Covey, whom I mentioned earlier, he said life is not about accumulation, life is about contribution. The real wealth in life is in your friendships, your family, fulfillment in your work, the satisfaction that you have faced an obstacle and overcome it. It's with your relationship with your God and in what you have contributed to others. And that leads me to my last piece of advice. Always keep in mind that, like it or not, you represent more than just yourself. You're always connected to others, and your decisions and actions will affect and impact them. In fact, I learned this lesson one summer day when I was supposed to cut my family's lawn. That was the brunt of being the oldest of 6 kids. My dad always picked on me by giving me chores. I must have been 12 or 13 at the time. Yard work and other chores really felt like the bane of my existence. Probably didn't help that because I was the oldest, it felt that all the responsibilities were always excessively heaped on my shoulders. To me, on certain days, life was not fair. Well, one day I was out cutting the lawn in the hot summer sun when some friends stopped by to see if I could join them for a game of basketball. Guys, I might have figured out I kind of like basketball. At the time, I had only done about half of the front lawn, and I still had my entire backyard to cut. And we didn't have a riding mower. It was a push mower manual. I figured I deserved a break. The grass wasn't going anywhere, and I could get back to cutting the lawn later. How fast would it grow? To me, it wasn't a big deal. Well, I went off to play basketball with my friends. Several hours passed, and I returned only to see my father, sweat dripping from his brow, after a long, long day at work, bringing the last bag of grass clippings out from the backyard to our curb for the garbage man the next day. My heart sank. I was doomed. I was sure that my father would be furious with me, and I braced myself for the worst. So I ran as quickly as I could. I rushed to his side to apologize, to complete my very last portion of my task, mowing the lawn. To my surprise, instead of yelling at me, my father looked at me with heartbroken eyes and expressed his disappointment. He then posed a simple question to me. Specifically, he asked, "Matt, what does it say about you and even our family if you start a task only to leave it partially done? Your efforts are there for the entire world to see. Half of the grass is cut and half of it's not." My dad taught me that if you start something, you need to promptly finish it, doing so both with care and with excellence. I encourage you, never give only half effort and never leave anything half done. I still reflect upon that lesson that my dad taught me over 35 years ago. It taught me that probably one of the strongest centers around his words: what does it say around you and your family if you don't act with excellence? With this graduation, keep in mind you are forever a part of the University of Akron family. We're counting on you. Our institutional reputation and the value of your degree reflects on you, and your individual reputation reflects back on us. We're proud to call you one of our own. But at the same time, my advice to you is to complete that task at hand with excellence. Step up. Be proactive. Do your UA family, do your immediate family proud. Constantly be thinking about, how can I best contribute? Keep in mind that your future profession, whatever it might be, whether it's business, education, or something else, benefits not only you, but somehow it contributes to the greater good. See that your activities, including the giving of your time, talents, and treasures to other people and to great causes. Why? These will be great sources of genuine and lasting joy to you and to those that you impact. Remember that each day will bring choices that shape the person that you will become. Please choose to show respect, tolerance, compassion, and hope. Choose to act ethically, responsibly, and consistently. The choices you make and how you interact with others will not only shape who you are, but also will shape your profession and even to a degree society. As Akron graduates, I know that you're destined to become leaders in your families, in your communities, in your professions, in your societies as a whole. Keeping in mind that even the smallest of decisions, as well as the great ones, impact who you are and what you can become, and those that are around you. I hope that your experience here at your alma mater has taught you to do your best, to work hard, and always contribute. Celebrate your graduation today, then continue this commencement tomorrow, the next day, and each day after that, by engaging this world with confidence, gratitude, and resolve. Graduates, it's time to go out into the world. Make your family proud. Good luck and Godspeed.
Close beside Cuyahoga's waters, stream of amber hue, o'er old Buchtel summit's glory waves the gold and blue. Here we Akron sound her praises, speed them on the gale. Ever stand our alma mater, Akron hail, all hail.
Thank you. I now invite Provost Ramsier to come forward as we proceed with the awarding of the degrees.
Ladies and gentlemen, by your presence here today, we know that you understand the value of education. Universities are involved in expanding human knowledge. Our faculty and students do so by engaging in research and scholarly activity, which lead to new discoveries. The students you are about to meet have contributed to this process of knowledge creation. Will the Executive Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Chand Mitta, and candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree please rise? Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of the graduate school. With the approval of the Executive Dean and the graduate faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the Doctor of Philosophy degree.
Thank you, Dr. Ramsier. Congratulations, candidates, on this remarkable achievement. Exercising the authority of the trustees of the University of Akron, legally vested by the people of the state of Ohio, and upon the recommendation of our faculty, I now confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all of the highest requirements of this university, the Doctor of Philosophy degree, with all of the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of this achievement, you will now be vested with the hood of the Doctor of Philosophy and receive an appropriately inscribed diploma.
Doctors of Philosophy, please come forward to receive your diploma as directed by the University Marshals. We ask the audience to please hold your applause until the last name has been called. From the LeBron James Family Foundation College of Education, receiving the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Huda Bajamal, hooded by Dr. Gary Holliday. Jennifer Warren, hooded by Dr. Gary Holliday. Stacy Buser, hooded by Dr. Lisa Lenhart. Pamela Enger, hooded by Dr. Francis Broadway. Sherry Hartman, hooded by Dr. Susan Nankushner Benson. Rochelle Marie Kapler, hooded by Dr. Lynn Peknowski.
Will the candidates for the master's degree please stand? Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of a master's degree program. With the approval of the executive dean and the graduate faculty, they are now presented to you to receive their master's degree.
Thank you, Dr. Ramsayer. Congratulations again to each one of you. Now, exercising the authority of the trustees of the University of Akron, legally vested by the people of the state of Ohio, and upon the recommendation of our faculty, I now confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all of the requirements, the master's degree, with all of the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of this achievement, you will now receive the appropriate diploma.
Candidates, please come forward as directed by the University Marshals. Again, we ask of those of you in the audience to please hold your applause until the last name has been called. Thank you. From the LeBron James Family Foundation College of Education, receiving the degree Master of Arts in Education, Abdulaziz Alamari. Mansour Al-Sahari. Mallory Barr. Courtney Blanchard. Jenna Brown. Stephen Burns. John Kalem III. Pia Chatterjee. Jeffrey Cox. Dina Daltorio. Lindsay Deaver. Jonathan Gates. Jennifer Grozdanovsky. Mario Grozdanovsky. Karen Mitchell. Megan Morford. Amy Hare. Lauren Payne. Megan Popovich. Crystal Reno. Terasu Sankapali. Joseph Trocchio, receiving Master of Arts in Education in 2 disciplines. April Trowbridge. Michaela Tusberg. Megan Vermillion. Linnea Wade. Receiving the degree, Master of Science in Curriculum and Instruction, Raylan Gogler. Elizabeth Josifov. Catherine Markovich. Alexis Sitch. Receiving the degree, Master of Science in Education, Julie Costello. Gerald Crutchfield. Jessica Dean. Travis Williams.
From the College of Business Administration, receiving the degree, Master of Business Administration, Ismaila Aidara. Hakima Arab Shaki. Fatumatu Ba. Jordan Bayagini. Sarah Coleman, also receiving summa cum laude Bachelor of Science. Oriana Colombo. Adriana Coprian. Manik Dawan. Lamais El-Batar. Nihad El-Khatib. Hadir El-Mahadi. Sama El-Nagar. Alex Ferrara. Sean Hoan. Ashley Holder, also receiving cum laude Bachelor of Science. Baluki Kosidiawa. Rebecca Kress. James Kutchell. Stephanie Lubrano. Yasmin Mahmoud. Shreen Mitar. Karsan Mavlonazarov. Spencer Miller. Bridget Miller. Mona Mustafa. Nayera Mustafa. Rehabe Omran. Megan O'Neill. Kyle Osco. Nupur Parikh. Joshua Parr, also receiving summa cum laude Bachelor of Science. Janvi Patel, also receiving cum laude Bachelor of Science. Carlo Pelosi. Christopher Pashek. Tyler Saffel. Ezra Said. Mohammed Shah. Tamina Shukari. Teresa Ward. Morgan Wenger. Bruce Wright. Hossein Yousefi. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Accountancy, Nathaniel Allen. Ethan Conway. Amanda Dalpez. Ginger Townsend. Travis Vance. Luke Yoder, Sr. Receiving the degree Master of Science in Management, Alubonmi Akosile. Fauzia Lemrai. Sita Harihar. Sindhu Kotaru. Sujana Kurava Chek. Nirima Chowdhury Mupari. Venkata Aravina Prasad Nara. Arun Kumar Nathi. Sri Ram Pendyala. Joseph Ryan Petraza. Harish Puliunpotati Kumar. Rika Vivekandan Reddy. Rashmi Valanath. Divya Vodnala. Sai Tejasvini Yeramatsetti. Receiving the degree Master of Taxation, Darren Brennan. Matthew Divis. Joanne Finley. Leah Finnerty. Alice Hottensmith. Randy Pavlico. Pellegrino Piermarini. Madeline Robbie. Danielle Schaefer, also receiving Juris Doctor. Kyle Vozar. Miranda Yaton.
I love it, by the way. I think it's only appropriate at this point in time that we give special recognition to those graduates who have demonstrated truly outstanding and exceptional scholastic achievement in completing an undergraduate degree. On page 12 of your program, you will find an explanation of the criteria that we use for awarding special designations. Recipients of academic honors are also noted individually in your program. As each group is called, I ask that its members please rise and remain standing. As they do, I ask our audience to take note of their honor cords, stoles, or medallions. The graduates are wearing these as symbols of their exemplary accomplishments. I also ask that you hold your applause until all have been recognized. So now, will those graduating summa cum laude please rise? Will those graduating magna cum laude please rise? And will those graduating cum laude please rise? Will those graduating with highest distinction, high distinction, or distinction please rise? Will the Williams Honor Scholars please rise? And will those who have been inducted into collegiate honor societies also please rise? Thank you. In addition to these scholars, we recognize those who have served our nation. Will candidates who are veterans or current members of the armed forces please rise? Congratulations to all. Now, we will proceed with the conferral of the undergraduate degrees. Dr. Ramsay.
Will Dean Susan Clark and the candidates for degrees from the LeBron James Family Foundation College of Education please rise and remain standing? Will Dean Robbie Crovey and candidates for degrees from the College of Business Administration please rise and remain standing? Will Dean Jared Tudor and the candidates for degrees from Wayne College please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of one of the undergraduate degrees in their respective colleges. With the approval of the deans and the faculty, these students are now presented to you to receive their undergraduate degree.
Thank you, Dr. Ramsay, and again, congratulations to you all. So now, the time has come I think we have a higher power in the house saying good things about each one of you. So with that, exercising the authority of the trustees of the University of Akron, legally vested by the people of the state of Ohio, and upon the recommendation of our faculty, I now confer upon each one of you who has fulfilled all of the requirements, the appropriate degree, with all of the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. Graduates, would you please be seated for a moment? Now, candidates, as evidence of your achievement, you will be called to the stage to receive your diploma. Please follow the directions of the University Marshals. I look forward to greeting each one of you on the stage.
In appreciation and respect for all of our graduates, we would like you to hold your applause and any acknowledgments of your individual student so that our graduates and their guests are able to hear their names called. Thank you. From the LeBron James Family Foundation College of Education, receiving the degree, Bachelor of Arts in Education, Bassem Akel. Cum laude, Aaron Blankenship. Summa cum laude, Alexis Bonner. Zachary Brown. Heather Cooley. Cody Edwards. Magna cum laude, Jonathan Hattinger. Magna cum laude, Anthony Pastello. Ashley Powell. Cum laude, Ian Rompa. Summa cum laude, Julia Smaggetts. Summa cum laude, Dakota Smith. Dallas Tucholsky. Austin Westfall. Matthew Winkler. Summa cum laude, Daniel Woods. Magna cum laude, Meredith Woolley. Magna cum laude, Kelsey Yayich. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Science in Education, Nicole Adams. Melissa Aguirre. Cum laude, Danny Alexander. Lindsay Anderson. Magna cum laude, Anthony Anzaldi. Kendall Baker, Sr. Cum laude, Deborah Bauer. Stephanie Beck. Cum laude, Hannah Bennett. Taylor Berkshire. Magna cum laude, Melissa Bowie. Summa cum laude, Stacy Brookover. Summa cum laude, Brianna Byer. Summa cum laude, Carrie Siselchek. Kayla Collins. Magna cum laude, Christina Compton. Mackenzie Crossley. Summa cum laude, Joanna DeFalco. Timothy Ellison. Magna cum laude, Alexandra Fedorko. Cum laude, Vilmarie Figueroa. Cassandra Fox. Nicholas Gress. Cum laude, Emily Gunter. Amber Hawes. Summa cum laude, Stephanie Halley, receiving Bachelor of Science in Education in 2 disciplines. Cum laude, Sarah Harvey. Cum laude, Christina Heinz. Cassandra Henry. Magna cum laude, Olivia Hershey. Magna cum laude, Caitlin Jacobek, receiving Bachelor of Science in Education in 2 disciplines. Cody Jerules. Magna cum laude, Jacqueline Kane. Magna cum laude, Samantha Karras. Thais Kuiper. Cum laude, Thomas Kreinbrink. Cum laude, Carly Kazan. Magna cum laude, Chelsea Lanier. Aaron Larson. Magna cum laude, Mackenzie Lehman. Cum laude, Amelia Lindgren. Magna cum laude, Maria Macaluso. Lindsay Mayen, receiving Bachelor of Science in Education in 2 disciplines. Magna cum laude, Stephanie Mandalari, receiving Bachelor of Science of Education in 2 disciplines. Summa cum laude, Elizabeth Martin. Summa cum laude, Emily McPhee. Magna cum laude, Caitlin McLaughlin. Marissa Militano. Emily Myers. Magna cum laude, Alexis Owen. Magna cum laude, Carly Papish. Summa cum laude, Grace Parker. Magna cum laude, Danielle Parcell. Cum laude, Tajay Patterson. Cum laude, Austin Quillen. Magna cum laude, Aaron Reynolds, receiving Bachelor of Science in Education in 2 disciplines. Summa cum laude, Megan Rooney. Summa cum laude, Savannah Schoaf, also receiving summa cum laude, Bachelor of Arts. Summa cum laude, Molly Simmons. Magna cum laude, Caitlin Sloan. Cassie Stein. Summa cum laude, Kalan Steiner. Summa cum laude, Sydney Stoll. Cum laude, Melody Stricker. Sarah Sussman. Magna cum laude, Amanda Tango. Summa cum laude, Sarah Ulrich. Cum laude, Annabelle Veneer. Magna cum laude, Shelley Weiss. Courtney White. Magna cum laude, Julie Witt. Ellie Young, receiving Bachelor of Science in Education in 2 disciplines. Summa cum laude, Melissa Zaronic.
From the College of Business Administration, receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts, Patrick Carabin. Cum laude, Jackson Ewing. Summa cum laude, Jeffrey Kelback. Cum laude, Evelyn Kirkendall. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Business Administration, David Abbott. Kaylin Alexander. Dana Al-Sunaid. Jacinda Anderson. Taylor Armagost. Tyler Bad. Ryan Baswell. Joseph Bateri. Summa cum laude, Jacob Balinovich. Kaylee Bookman. Todd Bradley. Robert Brand. James Bristol Jr. Clayton Brockman. Sierra Brown. John Burnett Jr. Christopher Byers. Magna cum laude, Derek Carson. Summa cum laude, Cameron Chikanowski. Cum laude, Michael Simperman. Hannah Clemens. Danielle Kors. Summa cum laude, Ashley Kosher. Magna cum laude, Cayman Cox. Magna cum laude, Robert Quinault. Jonathan Delapa. Chad DePoincy. Alicia Diazio. Cum laude, George Debo. Cum laude, Samuel Disler. Magna cum laude, Jessica Dixon. Cum laude, Kyle Edmonds. Rachel Edders. Ryan Fennell. Cum laude, Brandon Flack. Kaylee Franks. Cum laude, Jordan Frederick. Angela Garbitz. Valentine Garkov. Summa cum laude, Holly Giblin. Keith Ginley. Summa cum laude, Zach Golwitzer. Lawrence Goodman III. Cum laude, Ryan Gottschalk. Rachel Graham. Bailey Gray. Zachary Green. China Gutai. Cum laude, Martin Haas. Cum laude, Sean Hannas. Summa cum laude, Austin Harrison. Alexander Hartle. Hasni Hassan. Daniel Hensler. Cum laude, Jonathan Hodder. Magna cum laude, Shelby Hoagie. John Hunergart. Magna cum laude, Joshua Jameson. Summa cum laude, Brandon Johnson. Magna cum laude, Joseph Johnson. Magna cum laude, Kelsey Jones. Magna cum laude, Kara Kulis. Magna cum laude, Thomas Kennedy, receiving Bachelor of Business Administration in 2 disciplines. Nicholas Kirkimus. Summa cum laude, Taylor Kirian. Summa cum laude, Zach Kaiser. Kaylee Klein. Spencer Knowles. Jeremy Comer. Randolph Corey. Carly Coal. Kyle Cronin. Cum laude, Spencer Latona. Summa cum laude, Mallory Lawson. Yan Lee. Summa cum laude, Brenna Mack. Summa cum laude, Callie Mack. Tyler Maglione. Summa cum laude, Julia Malinak. Preston Matos. Jacob May. Sean McCoy. Taylor McCullough. William McDermott. John McMullen. Robert McMullen. Cum laude, Brianne Meehan. Angela Mira. Mackenzie Miser. Summa cum laude, Alexa Moeller. Cum laude, Christian Mormond. John Myers. Vicky Nikolic. Cum laude, Karen Norman. John O'Brien. Cum laude, Michael O'Neill. Gage Paul. Ryan Pegler. Madison Pettit. Summa cum laude, Lisa Petro. Jan Pfeiffer. Eric Plisky. Kaylee Plummer. Colleen Powers. Jacob Prokop. Hannah Riemann. Devin Reif. Magna cum laude, Julia Roberts. Summa cum laude, Brian Rocks. Carrie Rosado. Aaron Salzbrenner. Alexandra Sanborn. Magna cum laude, Lane Scheifler. Amy Shira. Benjamin Schwartz. Hannah Scipio. Patrick Cerna. Cum laude, Yves Silvera Gonadim. Kira Sizemore, receiving Bachelor of Business Administration in 2 disciplines. Allison Smeltzer. Megan Sontag. Summa cum laude, Melanie Sontag. Nathaniel Spickard. Magna cum laude, Adam Spiza. Summa cum laude, Marcus Stacy. Matthew Teeters. Summa cum laude, Christine Thigpen. Summa cum laude, Dylan Thompson. Magna cum laude, Jasmine Thompson. Dennis Tomko. Cum laude, Christina Tran. Duncan Unterneer, accepting the degree in memory of his son, is Greg Unterneer. Kelsey Vaughn. Cum laude, Kelly Visi. Summa cum laude, Eric Vlahos. Ashton Wackerman. Eric Weber. Cum laude, Laura Weiss. Richard Wilkin. Cum laude, Jerome Wolf. Angela Wood. Emily Yakabik. Albert Zapatelli.
Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Accounting, Ahmed Alamama. Nicholas Berry. Cum laude, Brooks Bizon. Kayla Bloodworth. Cum laude, Carlene Brochu. Summa cum laude, David Castellanova, Jr. Magna cum laude, Joseph Chadbourne. Christopher Chappell. Summa cum laude, Gino Crimboli. Magna cum laude, Jacob Cochran. Andrew Crooker. DeAndre Davis. Summa cum laude, Angela DeBoard. Maria Dedorakis. Sarah Dick. Judelyn Demonge. Brittany Stone. I'm sorry, Brittany Doan. Excuse me. Cum laude, Wilson Doudna. Samuel Ertley. Michael Eberly. Magna cum laude, Mallory Etcheberry. Cum laude, Ryan Gearman. Dylan Glasgow. Magna cum laude, Adeline Graff, also receiving magna cum laude, Bachelor of Business Administration. Magna cum laude, Ryan Heemeyer. Magna cum laude, Magnum cum laude, Logan Hirschberger, also receiving magna cum laude, Bachelor of Business Administration. Megan Leaders. Magna cum laude, Scotty Lees, Jr. Cum laude, Bethany Lepp. Jessica Martinelli. Christopher Matthews. Cum laude, Joseph Mubarak. Bennett Nelson. Bennett Nelson, you are also graduating with summa cum laude. Magna cum laude, Quinn Wynn. Anjali Patel. Cum laude, Kelly Pillar. Cum laude, Mackenzie Prentice. Colin Sim. Magna cum laude, Sarah Civic. Summa cum laude, Anthony Snyder. Precious Verder. Magna cum laude, Timothy Wisniewski. From Wayne College, receiving the degree Associate of Applied Business and Healthcare Office Management, Sarah Hobbs. Receiving the degree Associate of Science, Christina Aylesworth.
Class of 2017, it's now time to signify your new status as graduates by turning the tassels on your cap to the left side of your mortarboards. Congratulations. So graduates, no one makes a journey to this day alone. Without question, you've been supported in many ways by your parents, spouses, friends, or other loved ones. In many cases, they have worked and sacrificed much to help you achieve this dream. So, I think we would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge all the family members and friends who are here today. So graduates, please stand, turn to the audience, and express your appreciation to them. All right, audience, now it's your opportunity to bring it. Let these guys know. So I have to say that in any graduation I've been in, or excuse me, any commencement ceremony I've been in, that has to be the loudest ovation I've ever heard. So graduates, mark that down. You truly, truly, truly should be proud. So now, let's commence with the final portion of our ceremony. Graduates, you are now alumni of the University of Akron. So I'm going to ask Mr. William Coleman, graduate from our class of 2008 and 2010, who also serves as our Director of Alumni Relations, to officially welcome you in to the University of Akron Alumni Association. Mr. Coleman.
Thank you, President Wilson. And congratulations, fellow alumni. As we draw near the end of this special commencement ceremony, a day which you have indeed earned, you will rise from your seat and walk out the doors of this great hall as a graduate of the University of Akron. But before you do, know that you are about to become part of a larger family, a family made up of 176,000 Akron alumni spanning the world. In 1870, this university was founded on the principles of equal education and philanthropy. Just 3 years later, our university, then known as Buchtel College, graduated its very first student, a woman named Susie Chamberlain, who earned a Bachelor of Science degree. That year, Buchtel College graduated 4 students. This weekend, we graduate nearly 3,000. That is 3,000 graduates who will join a solid foundation of Akron alumni, grounded in achievement, one with a reputation for putting our heads down and going to work. We are national champions. We are Olympic medalists. We are business owners, award-winning writers, artists, engineers, and pretty awesome teachers too. We are the Akron Blue and Gold, and we Zips are everywhere. We are a family, and we take care of our own. As Alumni Director, I extend to each of you an invitation to build and strengthen this common bond, to stay involved with your alma mater, from recruiting new Zips to mentoring current ones, to sharing your professional experiences to a class where you once were a student, and when given the opportunity, to hire Zips. For there now exists among us an eternal linkage, and your achievements will add to the collective success of our institution, our community, our nation, and our world. On behalf of more than 176,000 alumni worldwide, I am pleased and very honored to welcome you as members of the University of Akron Alumni Association. Best wishes in all you do, fellow alumni. And go Zips!
So the class of 2017's response will be delivered today by Callie Mack. But before I call Callie forward, please allow me to tell a little bit about her. Callie graduates today summa cum laude from the Williams Honors College and from the College of Business Administration, having received and earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration. Her major is Marketing Management with a minor in Computer Imaging. Callie graduates today with an astounding cumulative GPA of 4.0. That academic achievement is astounding not only because it's a perfect score, but also because Callie earned those grades while also playing on our Division I volleyball team all 4 years. She earned honors as the MAC Player of the Week in September 2014, and she was a member of the MAC All-Academic Team in 2014, 2015, and 2016. If she wasn't busy enough, she supplemented her education with internships at ad agencies in Canton, Ohio, Minneapolis, and Eden Prairie, Minnesota. In 2014, Callie participated in the Haiti Global Leadership Initiative, an experience that prompted her to co-found and lead the Zips for Haiti student organization. She's also led a service trip to Auckland, New Zealand as part of her CBA Institute for Leadership Advancement last month, and has been active in Beta Gamma Sigma International Scholastics Honorary. Callie has been offered and accepted a position with Latitude, a marketing agency and social enterprise in Minneapolis. She's the daughter of Linda and Craig Mack, who reside in Mound, Minnesota. Callie, we're honored to invite you to come forward and to address the spring 2017 graduating class.
Thank you, President Wilson, and thank you, Mr. Coleman, for your welcome to the University of Akron Alumni Association. On behalf of the Spring 2017 graduating class, I proudly accept your invitation to continue our relationship with our alma mater by joining the Alumni Association. I'd like to begin with an admission. I've always been directionally challenged. I can't remember which side of the mall I entered, where I parked, let alone which highway will take me to Cleveland. Two things, however, have steered me in the right direction all my life. The first is my twin sister, Brenna. Please stand up. She only lets me go far enough in the wrong direction to share a laugh, but in all reality has grounded me since the very beginning and is the reason why I'm standing here today. The second is something I'm sure many of us share, a reliance on landmarks to get our bearings. Turn left at our favorite study spot, or it's just past the Exchange Street Chipotle, where the staff knows us by name. Many, or maybe some of us, didn't follow the fastest or most efficient routes to get to where we are sitting today. Despite our best planning, sometimes we strayed a little off course and found ourselves at Thursdays dancing our struggles away with our best friends. In these moments, landmarks and the familiar faces, emotions, and memories we attach to them are what guided us through. We found comfort in landmarks and used them to lead us forward. Sometimes, landmarks represent new beginnings. For me, one was the Akron Canton Airport. In August 2013, I arrived as a wide-eyed freshman, ready to take on my first volleyball preseason. My teammates were waiting for me at the baggage claim past midnight, with smiles on their faces. I knew I had found a new home. Maybe Union 316 became a landmark for you, when your roommate dragged you there for a student organization meeting, and you met what would become your second family for the next 4 years. Then there are landmarks that shape our character. For me, it was a school in Haiti, where I went to teach kids English, and instead they taught me how to live life. Landmarks may symbolize turning points as well. They can be as ordinary as standing at your kitchen counter, hitting the button on your laptop to submit your TPA, and suddenly feeling all the puzzle pieces fall into place. This moment, sitting in E.J. Thomas Hall, surrounded by the people that have been by our side since freshman year, will likely be a landmark for all of us. Take a second and appreciate it. Experience it. Here is the challenge. Landmarks change. Some can serve us for a lifetime. Others are useful only until we move on. Then they are out of sight, and we must find new landmarks. Maybe you're feeling a little lost right now, as am I, because we sense that the landmarks we hold close here at Akron have served their purpose. We can reminisce and revisit them, but they will never be quite the same as they were when we were students here. How do we find new landmarks then? We embrace the unknown, take risks, and push ourselves to try new things and visit new places. Class of 2017, let's promise each other this. We are not going to peak in college. We are going to make our mark wherever life takes us. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to the people who helped us get here today. We owe it to a world that needs our talent, our energy, and our enthusiasm to make it a better place. Thank you, and good luck, class of 2017.
Now I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the many individuals whose good work made this ceremony possible today. First, let us thank our musicians, beginning with our vocalist, Mrs. Catherine Swift. Our guitarist, Mr. Tyler Spitzillo. And front and center, Dr. Christopher Blaha and the University of Akron Brass Choir. Let us also thank the University Marshals whom you see in their gold robes. They are faculty and staff members who have volunteered their time to help organize and facilitate this ceremony. Thank you, Marshals. And last but not least, let us also thank our interpreter, Mrs. Linda Laughlin Williams. And so, we now conclude our commencement ceremony. On behalf of the trustees, faculty, staff, and the University of Akron family everywhere, I wish you much happiness, much success, and many happy returns to your alma mater. And to all mothers and grandmothers in attendance, a little advance preview, best wishes for a happy Mother's Day this Sunday.
As we conclude our commencement exercises, we ask the stage party to please rise and remain standing. We ask our graduates to rise and remain standing. Guests of our graduates, please remain seated until our recessional has concluded. We also suggest that you meet your graduate outside on the Thomas Hall Plaza. Thank you for attending the 220th commencement exercises of the University of Akron.